For many years now, I've had questions in my mind about the Sabbath. Should it be Saturday or Sunday, or does this day celebrated as the Sabbath even matter? I've heard the views of those who dogmatically say that the Sabbath is on Saturday, the last day of the week. I have even heard hardcore advocates of that position say that the actual mark of the beast is Sunday acceptance as the Sabbath. Let me tell you, that's really stretching it a long way. That doesn't even fit the qualifications of the mark of the beast as given in the Bible. But I recently happened upon an antique book published in 1912 entitled The History of the Sabbath and the First Day of the Week. The book is by N. Andrews and L.R. Conradi. And whilst I've not read it all the way through yet, I have come across many points of interest. A few I'd like to share with you. The first thing that really struck me was a single paragraph, a short way into the book, and I'd like to read that to you. And I quote, "God saw that a Sabbath was essential for man, even in paradise. He needed to lay aside his own interests and pursuits for one day of the 7, that he might more fully contemplate the works of God and meditate upon his power and his goodness. He needed a Sabbath to remind him more vividly of God and to awaken gratitude because all that he enjoyed and possessed came from the beneficent hand of the Creator." End quote. There's a lot said there. And I'm not going to address what day the Sabbath should be in this video, but rather the true and deep significance of the Sabbath in the first place. This brief report, is for me, for my edification and understanding. If it has meaning to you, then I'm delighted. In the past, I taught Sunday school, children's church, went to Sunday nights and Wednesday night services. I preached at various nursing homes in my area, and I tried to tithe, but I was not very often successful in that. But did these and other services that I was allowed to perform make me a better Christian? Did all that time in study to prepare lessons negate my need to set apart one day of the 7 for personal contemplation of my Father and Creator? Nah, I don't think so. What I'm finally beginning to realize is that all those services performed were to the benefit of others, but the Sabbath would fulfill my personal need and longing to be closer to my God. That would not just apply to me or you, but it would apply even to any preacher, pastor, reverend. The trouble is that I realize the importance of that 7th day being reserved for quiet contemplation, but I have not yet acted upon it in my own life, although I'm giving it serious consideration. I don't suppose any who are taking their time to listen to this are much different than I. It's a busy world and a busy life. How can I set an entire day aside when right now there's not enough time to accomplish all I want to do? I just realized that that sort of thought makes me and my worldly needs appear more important than anything else. And as I write this, it saddens me, and I wonder if I have it in me to change my life that much, to give one day a week wholly and totally over to contemplation. It really becomes a matter of having to, if I truly want to feel fulfilled and close to God. I could argue that at one time I read and studied from my Bible every day. Isn't that enough? But again, the answer I would have to give to me is a resounding no. It is not enough. And then I must ask why. God set an example for us in the days of creation, followed by a day of rest, a day he could look about at all the incredible creation and know that it was good. So as we follow his example, or as I follow his example, that single day can and will draw, or should draw me closer to him as I survey the vast panorama of all that he has done and meditate upon his magnificent power and beauty and goodness. I wonder if we collectively as humans had not lost track of the importance of the Sabbath, what our society might be like today. I believe it would have had a profound effect as from generation to generation on the 7th day of the week, contemplation on God would have brought a closeness to him that would not have been so easily set aside and lost. Having departed from that institution established by God whilst Adam and Eve were in the garden has led to a death spiral, I believe, for society into the depths of depravity when we could have rather been lifted into a holy communion with God and with one another. Let me ask, what do you think? Please leave comments and be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed. God bless and have a wonderful day.